Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a review of Kodak Smart TV which is announced in India last month. So Kodak 43FHDXPro is a smart TV which is announced in India. This TV retails for 19,999. It's a pretty good device in terms of the pricing. So 19,999 you get a full HD resolution, you get 43 inches in screen size, and this runs on Android 7.1 platform, and it offers good options as well. So in this video we'll talk about how good the experience is. We'll talk about the display panel, the resolution, the sound quality, the experience, and a lot more. So let's get started with the detailed review. So Kodak 43FHDXPro is priced 19,999, and now let's first have a look at the design language of this TV. So looking at the design aspect, you can see that it's a minimalistic TV. You can also see that the bezels on the top and the bottom are quite minimal. At the bottom you have the Kodak branding, and the top and the sides bezels are also kept minimal. It's kind of a plasticky material, but it doesn't feel bad actually. It actually feels quite okay for the pricing it is being offered. And you also get a pair of plastic stands with rubber feed, which does a good job in holding the TV in place. And in terms of the other aspect, you also get a wall mount inside the box package in case you want to hang it on a wall. That is also included in the box package. Now talking about the overall quality, material quality, you can see that the build quality looks quite okay. We wouldn't have anything to complain here because it's a priced 19,999, and for that pricing this is quite a good looking TV out there, and you also get decent build quality. Now talking about the features. So the Kodak 43FHDXPro has a 43-inch screen with a full HD resolution, and it's a 1920 by 1080p resolution panel, and it's a direct LED backlighting. And also the company claims that this is an IPS LCD panel with 500 nits of brightness and 60 Hz refresh rate. That's what the company claims. And it also has stereo speakers rated 20 watts included. This is basically a TV which is built on Android, but it's not a certified Android TV, but it gives us Android 7.1 and this built on Android 7.1, but it is not a certified Android TV. But you get all the apps, you get the Netflix, Prime Video, Hotstar, and whole lot of apps. There is also an app store where you can download these apps. So that's something which has been included in the TV. Now the TV has 1 GB RAM and 8 GB internal storage, which is pretty much standard on budget TVs. Now looking at the first, let's look at the UI. So you can see that this is the main home UI, and if you just swipe here, you can see that this is the home UI, and you get the videos, then you have the music, then sports, then you have the App Store. Let's go to the App Store for a minute. So this is the App Store, and you can see that this has a lot of apps including Hangama, YouTube is there, Netflix, Hotstar. Then these are the popular apps. Then a few other apps are also included. You can see Skype is there, and a whole lot of apps, other apps you can download are also included. There is Prime Video, then File Explorer is there, then news channels, entertainment. So whole lot of channels are included. So this is what the App Store looks like. Then going to the next option, you can see that these are the installed apps. You can see that YouTube, Netflix is installed. There is also Prime Video support, you can download that. There is Miracast support, browser is included. You have this app manager and also media manager where you can open apps from the USB pen drive which you have installed in case you have done that. Now there is also settings where you can configure all these things. So these are the options available. So this is the settings panel. You can configure the Wi-Fi, system upgrade, device info, time and date, language, all these things can be customized. So looking at the interface, you can see it's a very simple and straightforward interface. And if you have used a Thomson TV, you might be knowing that this is exactly the same UI you found on Thomson TV, but there's no surprises here given the fact that SPPL manufactures both Kodak and Thomson TVs in India. But the thing is that since it is not a certified Android TV, you miss out on certain things like stock Android and built-in Chromecast support. So these are things which are missing on this TV. But you do get Amazon Prime Video and Netflix among other apps. So that's something which is pretty good. So you are actually having a pretty good amount of apps to try out, and there is also browser included. Along with that, you can connect your TV with the AV port or HDMI port. Now let's have a look at the connectivity options. So there are good amount of connectivity options here. All the basics are covered. You have 3x HDMI port, 2x USB ports, 1 RJ45 LAN port and 2x AV inputs, and 1 coaxial audio out and optical out, and headphone out is also included. So on the left side you get the 2 AV ports and 2 USB ports. The HDMI port is located at the bottom section. We would have liked the HDMI port on the side, especially when you're hanging the TV. At the sides would have made slightly better sense if you want to move around with HDMI cable. So that's one thing, but otherwise it's well connected, and you get the built-in Wi-Fi, and it connects at 2.4 GHz. And setting up Wi-Fi was really easy task. You just have to go to settings, connect to the network and scan for the Wi-Fi, and everything is done. Now next, let's talk about the display quality and the picture quality. Now this has a 43-inch Full HD resolution display, and the company claims that this is an IPS LCD panel. The panel is bright, and the viewing angles are also quite good. Now the thing is that the color reproduction feels quite okay. Now you also get some modes here. So this is the standard mode, then you have the vivid mode, then soft and user mode. So these are the modes included, and the overall color reproduction looked quite okay. We don't have much to complain, considering that this is more of a budget TV, which is priced below 20,000. So considering that aspect, we would say the display panel looks quite okay. Nothing much to complain, although the color reproduction could have been a tad better, but again, considering that how the pricing is, we don't have much to complain. Now talking about the remote, you can see that it's fairly simple remote. We have the number keys and the option to navigate, home button, exit button, the volume button, and you can change the picture mode and the sound mode, then media settings and input and menu. So it's a fairly simple remote, unlike the Thomson one, which is a bit more complex. Here this Kodak remote feels much simpler, but still not as simple as the Mi remote, but it is a quite functional remote. It's quite handy as well, and this does give basic options as well. Now moving on to the audio quality of this Kodak 43FHDXPro. We have 2 stereo speakers which can deliver a total output of 20 watts. The audio quality and loudness are quite okay. It's fairly loud as well, and even clear at 50% of the volume when you're watching streaming apps, and it's kind of acceptable. The bass performance also feels quite okay, and even at 50% volume it's quite audible too, but still you might get better output if you plug into an soundbar or external speaker. That would give much better experience. Now talking about the overall performance of the Kodak 43FHDXPro, we found that this TV has a pretty good overall experience. It is pretty smooth in terms of the overall experience. The UI is lag free, it's pretty clean actually, and you get to navigate very quickly, and it has a whole lot of features being offered, including support for Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hotstar, and other apps are also included. Video file support through USB is also excellent. It plays almost every file, and popular codecs also supported, and it can also play 4K videos using the default player. Now overall we feel the Kodak FHD X-Pro, the 43-inch, looks quite good for the pricing it is being offered. Although it's not a strictly Android TV, it's a smart TV with Android 7.1, and you'll be able to watch all the streaming apps, but unfortunately there is no support for Chromecast. Otherwise it's quite a good option in terms of the overall experience. Now talking about the pricing again, it's 19,999, and at this price segment, if you're on a tight budget, the 43-inch Kodak FHD X-Pro makes pretty good sense, because it is loaded with features. You can't really complain at that price segment. The display quality, the sound performance, the app support, and the pricing also for the 43-inch variant offering Full HD is quite good, we would say. So this is available on Flipkart. We'll share the link in the description of this video in case you plan to buy this device. You can use the link in the description and go ahead and buy it. So that's it for this video. This is Nirmal signing off with a detailed review of the Kodak 43FHDXPro Smart TV. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.